Hi, it's Alaska Granny. If you've been reading anything in the news lately, perhaps you're concerned with the future of grocery availability and food prices. Have you gone into the stores anytime lately and seen empty shelves or rising prices? Well, that's something that I've seen. And then when you read in the news things like floods in the Midwest in America, a huge percentage of our foods come from that region. So not only have the crops been destroyed that we're growing this year, but I read that some of the warehouses and storehouses of food that was stored away from, say, last year has also been destroyed. So looking forward to food shortages seems to be a reality. I also read that there has been some sort of a swine disease in places like China where they've been destroying entire herds of pigs. We may not choose to eat imported pork from China, but if there's diseases in their pigs, how long is it until perhaps we have those here? Or they're importing the foods from our pigs to China, and so then we have less availability, which means that the prices go up. There are a lot of reasons we may not even be aware of why prices are going up or foods are not available. It got me to thinking I wanted to really boost my food storage, the pantry foods, the ready-to-eat foods that I have on hand going forward. Realistically, grocery stores have about 3 days worth of food in the best circumstances because food is always being trucked in and brought in and restocked daily. But in the event of an emergency, something interferes with the shipping, whether it's the trucks can't get through, the weather delays. There could be a lot of reasons why the stores would not get the deliveries that they want. I've experienced that in the past, and so I tend to want to have more things on hand simply because you can go to the store and they're simply sold out. The products that you want are not available, and they don't really know when the next truck is coming in. Stores can't control what's being delivered. They are just on the receiving end, just like we are when the mailman comes. We get what he brings. We can't control when it arrives. And so stores are in the same way. They're reliant on their distributors to keep their shelves full, and they can't really control that. They can only put out what they have. I thought this was a great time to try the Walmart click list. I've never done it before. My daughter has, and she thinks it's great. She has a baby. She can leave him in the car, pull up to the store, and they load it in the car for you. So it's something that I decided to try. I went online to the Walmart website, and I clicked on my closest Walmart store. I only shopped for shelf-stable, long-life pantry foods, foods that can be stored for a year or two, and they'll last and last. So I ordered approximately $159 worth of food, but when I went to pick it up, guess what? They were out of a lot of the items that were on my list, and my bill ended up only being $110. I was really surprised to find out that food is simply not available. I had been to that store about 2 weeks ago, and I had gone through and looked at some of the shelf-stable food, loaded up some things for my pantry, and just tried to make myself aware of what other food prices, what the long-term type food storage costs are for different items. And at that time, I noticed some of the items that I wanted were not available. But then when I went to the click list, oh, click, 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 I thought this is great. I don't even have to go in the store. Somebody's going to go put it all in the cart for me and bring it out to me. So what did I stock up on? What's nice about the Progresso soups is that they're chunky, they're full meal type soups, they're hearty, and you can use them in addition to things like rice, mashed potatoes, noodles. You can add things to them and make them a more filling meal. Each of the cans of Progresso soup at the Walmart here in Alaska was $2. I've made videos on some of the pantry cleanout recipes that I use myself with some of the Progresso soups. Look in the description below and I'll include some of the links to some of the recipes that I've made with some of the shelf-stable Progresso soups pantry cleanout recipes. The next thing I got were some vegetables. I didn't need a lot of vegetables because I already have some on hand. I ordered some tomatoes with chilies, and then I tried to order just the regular cans of diced tomatoes and they actually were completely out. And the gal who brought out my order said that there's an entire section in the store that is completely bare. There's no tomatoes in there at all. I'm assuming that when I'm ordering something on the click list that it's in stock since I'm selecting it at that particular store, but she said that isn't how it works. The next thing I ordered were some canned beans. I have lots and lots of dried beans, but it's nice to have canned beans on hand. They're easy to open them up, combine them with a few things, and it's easy to make a meal quickly and easily. It's filling, and beans are nutritious. I ordered some jars of salsa. I like the green salsa. I like to combine it with white beans, a can of chicken, a jar of green salsa, and you have a nice spicy white bean chicken chili. I also ordered red salsa, and unfortunately they only had one bottle available, so that's all I was able to get. I bought a 4-pack of chicken breast. I was surprised how big these were. I thought I was ordering the small cans because it was only $9 for all 4 cans. I like to eat oatmeal for breakfast, so I ordered 2 big boxes of that. I prefer the Tetley tea, so I ordered 2 boxes of the Tetley tea bags. 80 bags in a box. Next I ordered the Chef Boyardee mini ravioli. Far more expensive to buy them individually, so check to see if they have a multi-pack. It isn't always cheaper, but sometimes it is. I tried to also order some beefaroni, but they didn't have any in stock. I stocked up on Kraft macaroni and cheese. It's the only kind I really care to eat. You don't actually have to add the milk and the butter. You can cook and drain your noodles, add the powdered cheese sauce, and it tastes pretty good. I tried to buy a stockpile of the Knorr noodles. They had 1. All I could get was 1 package. When they came out, I was so surprised. She's like, this is 1. We had 1. The Idahoan potatoes are delicious. You just boil water, add your potatoes, and stir. These are great whether you've cooked some fish you had in your freezer or in a hurry. Grab something like a beef and vegetable soup, serve it over the mashed potatoes. It's really quite good, it's filling, and it gives you an affordable meal with very little preparation. The thing that surprised me the most was I ordered a 20-pound bag of rice, and they were completely out of rice, so I didn't get any. I was shocked that they don't have rice. And the clerk told me they're out of things like rice, they're completely out of things like canned tomatoes, the shelves are big and bare, and don't expect to see those things in the store for 2 to 3 more weeks. How can you not have rice? That's like the beginning prepper food. I just was looking to have 20 additional pounds on hand just because I was concerned about the future. And it turns out maybe I had the right idea, and that little voice in the back of my head that said, get more food, stockpile now. It's a good thing I was listening because some of the things are not available, and I was completely surprised by that. A disappointment that I had was that 5 of the cans are very dented, and to me this is something I would never buy, and I wouldn't store it away in my food storage, because when cans are dented, especially around the seam or the rim, they could easily be compromised, and your food then is not being stored properly. I don't know that that's typical that they would deliver to you dented up cans. They already had to have been dented before they put them into the bag. When you shop at the Walmart click list, they don't give you a receipt. They show you, they go through the list with you and tell you what was not available, which I was surprised when she started going this and this and this and this. So between 1/3 and 1/4 of the food that I ordered was not available, and I was pretty disappointed about that. But it didn't cost me extra to shop at the click list at Walmart, and some stores I know that they charge you extra, and I would have been very disappointed if I had paid extra and I didn't get the things that I wanted. If you're looking for a simple way to stock up on your shelf-stable, long-term, emergency, prepper, pantry, survival food, there's all kinds of ways we refer to it. Go on your computer, check out your click list, choose the things you want, and then you just pull around, look for the signs, pull around to the side, You call the number, they bring it out, and they put it in your car for you, and you can drive on home. You don't have to wander around the store. You don't have to take your kids in if you don't want to. You could even go in your pajamas if you dared go out in your pajamas. My disappointment with the Walmart click list is they didn't have so many of the items that I wanted, but would I do it again? The answer is yes. It's an easy way to shop. Check your list at home, drive up to the door, they load it in, and you're on your way. That's pretty simple if you ask me. Leave a comment below if you have an experience with a click list, whether it's at Walmart or a different store. And please be stocking up on foods while they're readily available. Prices are going up, things are becoming scarce, and we don't know what the future holds, but we know that we want to have as much as we can the things that we rely on having. Learn more at alaskagranny.com. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.